Hi, this is how you disable the seat belt chime on most Ford vehicles. This specific car is a 2014 Ford S-Max, but the process is roughly similar on most Ford cars, although it can differ slightly, which we'll get to in a second. First, to do this, make sure that the car is turned off, that you have the parking brake set, that the transmission is in park, and that the driver and front passenger belts are unbuckled. The following process will then have to be made for each of the seats you want to disable the chime for. Then turn the ignition on, but do not start the engine. In this specific car, meaning keep your foot off of the brake while pushing the start button. Now wait a little while for the safety belt warning lights to turn off and also for all the initial checks on the dashboard so that they have been completed. This can take anywhere from about 10 to 30 seconds depending on your specific car. Then starting from an unbuckled state, what we need to do is to buckle and unbuckle the belt 3 times, ending with it in an unbuckled state. So 1, 2, 3, and then leave it unbuckled. After this, the belt symbol on the dashboard starts to blink. On some cars, it just turns to a solid light instead. When this happens, according to most official instructions, you are then supposed to insert the belt into the buckle and then unbuckle it one last time, whereupon the belt symbol should then start to flash a little bit more rapidly for a second or two, indicating that the chime is now turned off. However, for this specific Ford, it is apparently enough to just buckle and unbuckle the belt 3 times, whereupon the light then blinks. If we insert the belt one more time here, nothing more happens, but the chime is indeed turned off. But usually, and as far as I can find, the 4th buckle and unbuckle should be necessary for the chime to actually be turned off. Like mentioned, this process will then have to be repeated on any other seat you want to disable the chime for. If you want to re-enable the chime again, just repeat the process once more, where it will this time activate the chime instead of turning it off, indicated by the same blinking light towards the end of the sequence. Alright, that is about that. Please do share any thoughts or questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Bye.